You're trying to bite the rudder, buddy.
Uh-oh.
He's trying to get on.
We're Robin and Steve, and we left off with a crocodile in Pelorus Creek.
Oh, those eyes, amazing. Amazing.
We'll meet more crocodiles in this episode. Eerily, the crocodile was nowhere to be seen in the morning. I've gotten used to training with the dinghy on deck, instead of our little kayak, with beautiful scenery all around me. We left the stunning Prince Frederick Harbour. Even though there's still a lot to see there, we briefly stopped at Cutcher Island, named after a native plum. And while on our way to Ivy Cove, Steve caught a tuna. We've been boarded by Fisheries a couple of times and know that up here you have to freeze the fillets with the skin on. Having eaten most of our fresh food, it was a welcome change. We don't know a lot about where we're about to go. We expected that there'd be at least some dud anchorages, but no, it's too beautiful. As well as providing good shelter, Ivy Cove has a grove of boabs that have lived through a lot, including being scarred. A long time ago, a pearling schooner anchored where we are anchored, and someone carved the ship's name, Ivy, in this tree in 1890. 22 nautical miles from Ivy Cove was Hanover Bay. Just around the corner from the anchorage was a beautiful gorge accessible by dinghy. We hoped to reach the rockfall through which fresh water trickles into the salt. Just shy of the rockfall, we saw an obstacle. We snuck past in our tiny inflatable dinghy, with kayak paddles at the ready.
Don't go close.
Huh?
Sorry. Okay, keep going, keep going.
So, come here. Is there a fox, a crocodile?
But we decided it just wasn't worth the risk. We'd been croc-blocked. We wouldn't find fresh water today. This coastline can be confusing and requires thorough studying of the charts and the anchorage guides. Here's where we went in this episode. We haven't had major problems. The tides are huge and currents can make the sea a bit crazy. We have come across a couple of great big uncharted rocks in the water too. Anyway, back to Ivy Cove. In the last episode, Steve's drone took a surprise swim, and it surprised us again here by still working. Here we're back on the beach at Hanover Bay, where around the corner we were croc-blocked. Back on the boat, there was a lot going on in the water. Here comes a shark. The only information we could find on our next anchorage was that it's called Unnamed Bay. Unnamed Bay had it going on, with huge caves. long beaches, rock pools high enough to bathe in, and plenty of wildlife. Turtle tracks, dancing rays, batfish, many fish in fact, and singing dingoes. So Unnamed Bay had all that going on, and this headland. From Unnamed Bay, it was 24 nautical miles to Samson Inlet. We dinghied to the creek head, assuming there were crocodiles, although we didn't see any. Dinghy secure just below the top of the tide, we explored this place that we know not much about and found a lovely cool gorge filled with butterflies. There are enough little patches of cool running water to bathe in. And then we dinghied over the treetops of the mangrove forests at high tide. The next day we ventured deeper into Samson Inlet to find another waterway. Assumed that saltwater crocodiles were about and secured the dinghy just before high tide. We rock hopped way upstream. There were choices of shallow pools in which to bathe. Heavenly. We're thrilled that the drone still works because Steve could zip it back to check on the dinghy. Dinghy's still there. Still, it was time to head back, now that we're clean and refreshed. Next, it was a 14 nautical mile trip to Deception Bay, which is famous for its whales. We weren't to see whales yet, but what we thought was a log on the beach was a crocodile, and we gave it space. There were many signs of turtle activity on this beach. In a tiny area, there were so many different kinds of rocks. Somehow all of them reminded me of chocolate. They just looked delicious. The crocodile had left the beach. But we'll leave off here in the sand, where that crocodile was. Now we're in the thick of the Kimberley, but there's still a lot more to see. So until next time,
We are mediocre white people doing unremarkable things.